I'm trying new things today. Trying new things today. See how I feel. We'll see how I feel. I don't know. See if I can keep doing it. I just decided to up my creatine dosage. I am taking myself off of the protein powder because I've done my bit with synthesized protein. I now have a slightly different system, which is going to be better for my nutrient intake, which is basically I don't have time to like make eggs and bacon in the morning, and that's if I have bacon that I really want to eat because I like vegetarian fed pork product. But for the last several months, I had been loading creatine with one teaspoon basically a day, one little scoop bit for it a day. I'm now going to try the opposite end of the spectrum now that I'm acclimated to it and I'm interested in seeing stronger results. So I've quadrupled that. Factor 04. So now it's about 4 teaspoons. God, when are they gonna freaking pave this goddamn road? They stripped the road and they haven't paved it yet. Pave the fucking road. How long do you have to leave it stripped? You had to do fucking, like, you had to do a whole fucking mile in one fucking run, which actually wouldn't have taken one run, but you had to strip a mile first before you paved a mile. Is that what we're dealing with? Just fuck everybody's low suspensions, like small radius tire fucking vehicles. Just fuck them all with your manhole covers, yeah? Anyway, So, what I will tell you about creatine for anybody who is, interested, as somebody who is putting stuff of this nature in his body, my internal body feeling, having done it, sometimes I feel like I don't know why, like I experience something and then, that everybody else is doing it. And so, but I never hear anybody talking about, whatever something feels like, right? So what I've noticed when I take creatine is the way that, like, once it starts working, and because I'm doing like the micronized creatine, it should have very, very fast absorption, right? I took it with a glass of milk and a glass of water. I did 10 on the milk and 10 on the water. So it's like, it feels like, imagine your muscle fibers are like, are almost like, guitar strings or something, right? And, or instrument strings of some sort, and they have like almost, yeah, I would say it's almost like when you strum a harp. It feels, it's just this little, it feels like a little ripple effect going over the muscle under the skin, right? And so I think that's just that. I think it's just that process feeling its kickstart, right? It's also a question of, does it work as a breakfast if I don't necessarily get to any heavy lifting in my day until later, right? Like, what if I don't have to pick up a heavy thing until like 10 o'clock in the morning, right? Or 10 o'clock in the dawn. See, still getting the neuro-linguistic programming out. No, no more mornings. That's the idea. No more grief over the rising sun. No more cognitive dissonance through poor choice of words. For the grandness of the solar. So, everything right now is me, without getting into precise scientific measurements, because those kinds of things drive me mad. They just do, I am just doing a little bit of personal experimentation, trial and error on a dosage basis. It's the same thing with how much food I am eating, and it is the same thing with how much cardio I am doing, right? So those are the three factors. It's my cardio, my creatine intake, and my diet in general. Because I think I got everything else worked out, right? Because I'm pretty sure I want to be in a place where I am not as heavy cardio as I was last year. A little less consistency in the jogging, a little less consistency on the elliptical, just because I could be burning into muscle. And that's the last thing I want at this point, right? It's just what comes with getting the end of the belly fat out of the way, right? My dietary changes happened happened for a while. I was working on my dietary changes way before everything happened, just because of a monicum of easy, okay, I can't exercise. At the very least, I can go for organic foods and things, right? So I was trying to be organic without being vegan. I was trying to do all these things. I found a whole way of having my meals that wasn't anally healthy while being healthy, right? That's my bit. That's my bit in life. It's just I don't want to be anally healthy. I just want to be healthy, right? So, let me have a pizza here and there, but it's only here and there because, okay, carb awareness. Just I had a thing of fried chicken the other day. Then I also have salads. I forgot my salad in the fridge because I had to rush. I was running late. Oh well, that means I'm spending money on lunch. Right? So the only big difference right now is that I'm really upping my my intake in basically I'm at the point where the 3 meals a day doesn't cut it. I'm 5 to 6 meals a day. It's not even, it's not meals, right? It's basically the 3 meals a day, but then I'm eating something substantial in between, like a protein bar, or a strong snack. I don't know, like a pastry kind of thing, or something, right? Just to put various different bulk ups into my body. I can burn some of it off with the cardio, the fuel for the muscles, and it's getting there. and my diet is delicious. It's excellent. It's got some bad American goodness in it. I couldn't be happier with the way that I eat. I don't sit there and say like, ooh, I can't have that. I look at there and I say like, I don't want that. Right? That's my life. It's just like I can have whatever the fuck I want, and I can have a decent amount of it. And probably everybody who's heavy set is just like, it's like, yo, just more cardio, throw some cardio in there, and just a little bit of weightlifting, and then, hey, look at that, you barely had to change your diet, and you look like $1 million fucking bucks. Or at least $300. We'll say you look like $300 when you look like $10 before. Excuse me. So the major thing that I'm going to be looking for with this creatine dosing is my digestive system. I've heard about the side effects of high dosing, so we'll see. High dosage may not be for me. I have done excellent with the low dose for this extended period of time. So my body is well acclimated to the creatine. My behavior is well acclimated to how creatine has made me feel thus far. So I'm gonna see how this goes. Many a thing that I have tried out there, stuff that is strong, seems to me that I also have to have a lot of a particular strong thing. Like, you know how, like, oh man, they put a horse tranquilizer in him and he's still kicking, right? It's just like, what medicine overcomes your willpower? That kind of thing, right? I suppose it's a technology of belief thing, right? Because, I mean, they put me on all sorts of medications when I was a kid for my behavior, and as far as I was concerned, it was fucking placebo. I mean, I took that shit, and like whatever was unconsciously doing to me, I didn't really feel different, because I knew those pills had nothing to do with anything. It's just like these things aren't going to make me better. Getting what I want will make me better. When I was a kid, it was like that. I was maybe the selfishest of peoples, but it was just like, no, I don't need pills. I need what I want. And a hug. Can I get a hug and also what I want? Can I not be in this situation? Can my father not be the kind of person that he is? Can my mother understand this when I say it? Right, this kind of thing. Can people in school act this way, treat me that way? Look, it's just like it sounds like a who the fuck are you kind of thing, and of course that was projected onto me, so I had to believe it was a who the fuck am I kind of thing. But if I really look back at it, it was just like, it was more like your heart knows right from wrong, and they've normalized being mean or something, like you're getting bullied or whatever, and then you're a religious kid, because that's what you're grown up, and you're just looking at Mr. Source of all goodness for someone who didn't sin today, and being like, and you haven't read the book of Job yet, and then it can go South Park if you do, when you look at the book of Job, and then you realize that God's an asshole, because it's not about God, it's the Demiurgos. It'll drive you nuts, because you'll never get to Demiurgos unless you're some kind of person that cares about the deeper shit. Most people don't. They just want to deal with rational material reality. And I don't blame them. And rational material reality will do that to you. it'll fucking do that. And you get enough generations separated from the mysticism of it all. You know, they miss critical parts of mapping their internal energy field. You know, the understanding the makeup of their soul, as we all must through the great forgetting, because we don't think of it as a forgetting. We just think of it as we're born and we're stupid and zero and have just emotions and imprintings, and then eventually we're just copying other people, because, you know, a baby doesn't smile unless you smile, so the baby knows you gotta smile. No, it doesn't work that way. A baby will smile on its own. And what's up, QSB? I see you in there, but the sun glare is keeping me from reading and driving safely. So yes, so my point is that, like, some people have a certain disposition, like, you know, like, I think I have a strong energy field, effectively. I think I have a strong energy field. I think I have a strong mind that is empowering that energy field, and that is protecting me internally. And I think that it shows. I think that it shows, and it demonstrates all things within oneself that is possible, especially because, like, you know, I'm don't tell anybody, 44, right? I'm 40 fucking 4. And you look at me any other period in my life before I turned 42. And you look at me and you tell me, like, what changed inside. What changed in the invisible of me? Like what has changed in the invisible of you? All right? Plenty of people say, oh no, Steve, you're still the same. You know, you just look, you know, it's just, I'm just so impressed. Like, yes, I'm still the same. Because I was always authentic. And some people believe that they're lying to themselves if they finally let go of horrible, degrading detachments. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Oh, wait a minute. What'd you say? Good to see you bright and early on a Saturday. Yep, bright and early on a Saturday. This is the curse of being an employee, but that's okay.